Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. There is only 3 ways a vehicle could leave that Moscow home undetected. Only 3 ways. And I'm going to show you those 3 ways. I've been there at the scene. I've been analyzing every street corner, every escape route, and I'm going to show you my analysis right here. Check it out. Let me know what you think, and then we will discuss. This is a map of Moscow, Idaho, and I want to share with everyone what I know, and I want to share areas where there's surveillance, where there's not surveillance. I want to share. So we're going to zoom in right now to the home. This home right here is where the stabbings happened. King Road, Taylor Avenue. Now, there was a neighbor right here on Linda, right here. Apartment complex landlord. And this is in direct eye shot to Taylor Avenue here. That said, they saw a white car zoom west, going this way, between 2:45 and 3:15 a.m. on 11/13/2022. I made a video about that. Also, while police were here during the incident that happened at the band field that early morning, you could see at 2:58 a.m. a white car going by. This is the King Avenue home. Now, if you went out King Avenue, King Road here, and turn left on Taylor and go down Walenta, I made a video. You got to turn here, Walenta Ridge, down to Sunnyside, down to Conestoga, which is here. Conestoga goes around and it connects to Palouse River Road and Sand Road. Now at this corner here, there is surveillance. I made a video about it. I seen it. So if the car was going to go out this way, it would be seen. It would most likely be seen. Now the car could definitely go this way and go west on sand. This is sand. We'll scroll out, and it takes you right into Washington State. Takes you right into Washington State. I made a video there. That's definitely one route they could go into Washington State, and then it just goes and goes and goes. Probably works its way to Pullman. That's one way. Another video I made, you could leave the King Avenue, King Road address, go out on Taylor, make a left on Blake, go up to Nez Perce, pass the Sigma Chi fraternity, you're still on Nez Perce, and then right here, turns into Perimeter, but right here, Old Pullman Road. And I made a video here going down Old Pullman Road, which is a back road that takes you right across the border. This is the border, Idaho, Washington border. I made a video here. Another way you could get to Washington, unnoticed, from the home. But there's no other way that you could get to Washington unnoticed. And I'm talking going west. So if you went out here, the King Road, Taylor, and you went either down Taylor to Main Street, and you make a left and go up into Moscow, there is numerous traffic cams at street lights all over the place. And this is another major route, Highway 8, that takes you into Washington. But all in this area, at every street corner, here, there's a Walmart here. There's surveillance right here at the street corner. I seen it. Go down a little bit more to perimeter. There's surveillance here. Go down a little bit more to stadium. There's surveillance here. Scroll down a little bit. You need to go into center of the town here. Surveillance. But you cannot go up from the Moscow home and navigate here going north to get to 8 and think you can get out of there without being seen on any surveillance. I was out there. I saw it. So now you're back at the house. Which way do you go to get out? There is a loophole. If you go out here and go to Taylor and go all the way down Taylor to Main Street, there's a 76 gas station. Now, I went in this gas station. And asked them about surveillance. They said they gave it to authorities, but they didn't confirm with me whether they had surveillance that looks at the street there, because there's no street lights. So if you turn left, you're going up north into Moscow. There's traffic cams all over the place. Okay? If you turn here and then go south, you go all the way down to Palouse River Road and Main Street. There's surveillance there. So you can't go unnoticed. Now, you could turn out and go to Steiner and then travel Steiner up here to 8. This is where that mobile station surveillance was. And then turn 8 and go down to go east and get out of town and go east on 8. And it takes you all the way out to Troy. And then eventually you can go down to Kendrick. You could go that way unnoticed on surveillance. Unnoticed on surveillance. Now, the mobile station claims around 3:45, they see a white car. And it seems like it was on White Avenue. Who knows where it was going, but it was at 3:45 a.m. But there's no street cams. No street cams. So that is one way you could get out. That is like the only way you can get out of this King Road address unnoticed from traffic cams that are on street lights. If you wanted to go east, that is the only way, because if you turn here on Taylor, where's Taylor? If you turn on Taylor and turn north, you're going to catch all these cameras. There's cameras all over the place downtown here in Moscow. So the car would be noticed. If you go south on Taylor, if you hit down here at Palouse, you pass the police station. There's the Moscow police station. And you go down here, there's surveillance. There's surveillance. So the car would be noticed. But you can leave, like I said, Taylor here and go 1 block to Steiner. I did not see any surveillance around here. And then connect Steiner to 8 and then head out. And on 8, because there's no street cams on 8. Or, like I said, you got 2 routes. You could go west, which is Old Pullman Road and Sand. That is the only 2 ways you could go west unnoticed. So, did the car slip out west? Those 2 ways, or did it go east? What do you think? I'm sharing what I find, unless none of the street cams work, and they're just there, they're just fake, or they're not working, or they're something's wrong with them or they didn't capture. I don't know. But you can't get onto 8 from the home without being noticed. There's too many cameras. There's too many cameras on all the street corners. So that's probably why authorities went and asked for surveillance in Troy and in Kendrick. Because they're thinking the only logical way for that vehicle to leave Moscow is to go east. Otherwise, it would have been detected. Unless it took those 2 west routes on Old Pullman and Sand. Let me know what you think. I am covering this case. Moscow, Idaho. Where is this white Hyundai Elantra? Only 3 ways. Old Pullman Road is 1. Sand Road is 2. And going east. Down Taylor, Steiner, hit 8, go east. Those are the only 3 ways you could leave that home, that Moscow home on King Road, undetected. Anywhere else, that vehicle or a vehicle will be seen on surveillance. And I showed you key points and areas where surveillance is. I am studying this case. I'm analyzing it. I was there, boots on the ground. I plan to go back. Subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification button. How did that white Hyundai Elantra escape? Unless street cams weren't functionable at the time in Moscow. And police and authorities would have to explain that if that's true. We'll talk soon. Everyone be safe. I am on this case extensively. Be posting more videos later. God bless. Justice for the victims and their families.